Dear students, today let us discuss the factorization method of solving quadratic equations. We have already discussed this method and we have seen examples in which the quadratic coefficient is 1. Now, there are certain cases in which the quadratic coefficient may not be 1. Quadratic coefficient means the coefficient of a quadratic term. It may be greater than 1. In such cases, the process of solving is slightly different. Today, let us discuss such cases. Here I have taken an example. There is a quadratic equation 3x square minus 10x plus 3 equal to 0. In this particular equation, 3 in 3x square is the quadratic coefficient. Minus 10 of 10x is the linear coefficient and 3 is called free term or constant term. So in this equation we can see that the quadratic coefficient is not 1. It is greater than 1 and it is 3. For solving such type of equations, we have to split the coefficient of the middle term. The middle term is the linear term. So we have to split the linear coefficient into two factors. Let it be a and b such that a multiplied by b should give quadratic coefficient into free term. That is, AB should be equal to the quadratic coefficient multiplied by free term. The value should be equal. In this example, the quadratic coefficient is 3 and the free term is 3. So A into B should give us 3 multiplied by 3, that is equal to 9. And the second condition is A plus B should be equal to the linear coefficient. In this particular example, linear coefficient is minus 10. So, A plus B should be equal to minus 10. Let me repeat. In equations where the quadratic coefficient is not 1 or greater than 1, we adopt a different method of factorization. According to this method, for solving such equations, we have to represent or split the coefficient of linear term into two such that two part when added together should give the linear coefficient and when multiplied should give the product which we obtain by multiplying quadratic coefficient with the free term. Now in this particular example, we have to split minus 10 into two factors. So the two factors when taken together, when multiplied together should give 9 and when added together should give negative 10. And the values are 1 and negative 9. Negative 1 and negative 9. That is, negative 1 multiplied by negative 9 gives 9. Negative 1 added with negative 9 will give negative 10. So, minus 10. Negative 10 can be splitted and written as negative 1x and negative 9x. So, the given equation will become 3x square minus 1x minus 9x plus 3 equal to 0. Now, in the next step, we have to divide the equation obtained into two parts. The first two elements should be taken together and the rest of the elements should be taken together. So the given equation is divided into two parts. So the equation is 3x squared minus 1x minus 9x plus 3 equal to 0. It is divided into two parts, that is 3x squared minus 1x becomes one part, minus 9x plus 3 becomes a second part, equal to 0. Now we have to take the greater common factor to the outer side from both these equations. Common factor means the factor which is common to all the terms. When we take the first part, 3x squared minus 1x, we can see that x is common in both the terms. So we have to take out x from this first part. Then it will become x into 3x minus 1. Now coming to the second part, it is minus 9x plus 3. And if we examine the greatest common factor in this particular part of equation is negative 3. So negative 3 is taken out from the second part of the equation. When negative 3 is taken out, it will become negative 3 into 3x minus 1. So our equation will become x into 3x minus 1 minus 3 into 3x minus 1. So 3x is common in this particular equation. So it can be taken as one factor and the remaining x minus 3 can be taken as another factor. I repeat, from this equation x into 3x minus 1 minus 3 into 3x minus 1. 3x minus 1 is common. So it can be taken out as one factor and the remaining x minus 3 is taken as another factor. So the given equation is factorized as x minus 3 into 3x minus 1 equal to 0. That is written here, x minus 3 into 3x minus 1 equal to 0. Now from this two factors we are going to find out the root of x. So we are taking out the first factor, that is x minus 3, and it is written as x minus 3 is equal to 0. From that we find the root of x, that is x is equal to 3. Now the second factor is taken, that is 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. From that 3x is equal to 1, x is equal to 1 by 3. So here we obtain two roots for x, that is x is equal to 1 and 1 by 3. Like this we solve an equation, a quadratic equation using factorization, where the coefficient of x squared is not 1 or greater than 1. I hope all of you understood this method. Thank you.